Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Wednesday, the 28th of December. It's 41 degrees out here at the moment, and overall for the entire day, it says there's like an 80% chance of rain, but if you look at the hourly, looks like we're good for quite a while. But I'm gonna run a little solo run today. Mama's taking her little nap. It's gonna be close to 11 in the morning. And anyway, she goes, what are you gonna do? I said, well, I was thinking about buzzing down to Kelso and hitting that little hobby store. It's called Hooked Hobbies. That's an appropriate name. Those things are like firearms and stuff. You just can't have enough, and you go in and it starts you dreaming about other things. But anyway, there's some just supply stuff that I'm looking at. No cards or anything like that, but just things that I've made a little cheat sheet of things I'd like to look at and or get. So come on, we're going for a solo ride. How about that? So I'm taking the MDX. I thought, you know what? I'm not even gonna wait for that old war wagon about the time you get to the freeway, the heater starts blowing. I'll take the MDX. It's got more gas in it anyway. That's a good cheater. Don't have to stop for gas. Not today anyway. But yeah, it's slightly misting out here at the moment. Alright. Just driving here along. I know exactly where I'm going, but just Apple Maps, Apple CarPlay, Honda products, this Acura. What a magical time we live in. Man, Apple and Honda. How can you possibly go wrong? Well, so much for the no rain out here. Good Lord. Lightened up now, but that was a pretty good hit there a while ago.
Turn right, then the destination is on your left.
This is pretty cool. Pretty sure they're gonna have Traxxas stuff when you got a great big sign up front that says Traxxas.
The destination is on your left. 1015 Vandercook Way.
How cool is that? Nice. All right. This is one of my streets, especially that cross street down there. I used to go racing around, test riding and stuff. And that road we'd see cars going by there by the fairgrounds. Let's go racing around in there too. I don't know how many, and I do mean literal races, drag races from the old York's building down Vandercook here throughout the years. I'll never forget, this is where everything changed with exhaust and all this garbage on motorcycles. So I had this CB750F, it was in 81. And I got into the whole Kirker 4-into-1 and all this cool stuff for that thing. And nobody had jet kits, and they weren't so lean back then either. And they were definitely lean, but it wasn't as bad, what they became, especially with carbureted. So I did some little kit things that, you read on. There was this thing called Racer X magazine. Anyway, so I thought because it was making all this cool sound that it was so much faster. And some guy pulls up on a Kawasaki Spectre 750. If you remember those things, kind of a cruiser looking bike. I go, dude, you're a goner. So he literally ate me alive. And then I ended up crashing that bike. I think I've told you guys that story. It's been around long enough. I told you the story. Or wrapped it around a tree. And bought an 82. Stone stock. Considerably faster than what it was with all the exhaust and stuff on them. You got to jet them right. It's all about the tune matching the exhaust and stuff you do. But yeah, that was the end of my loud exhaust days. And the other thing, you know, I drove way faster than I should. And multiple times I was told I heard you coming from a mile away. They were just waiting for me. So yeah, if the bike's not fast enough, you bought the wrong bike, kind of a thing. So I went in for stuff and kind of walked out with another truck. This is that, it's called the 2021 Bronco. That was when the Bronco came out, the newest one. And they had a Bronco before. It was an old one. It's like a 78 or 79 style, but this is new chassis, pretty much the same running gear as the TRX4 Sport truck that Kelly got me, but you can see it's got the locking, unlocking, differential, 2-speed transmission, all that kind of good jazz in it. And I got the lighting kit for it. That thing's cool. And this is a Bluetooth Traxxas link thing that goes in the radio, so you can, tons of cool stuff. I got a better charger. I've been needing a charger. How about that? Kelly's gonna freak out. For a minute or two anyway. She'll go, "Tech on you." So the old base model TRX4 Sport found herself. Man, I did not plan this thing at all. I was just going in for supplies, and I didn't think anybody had this thing. So I lost a bit of footage where I talked about that I went about going in there, getting supplies. I had everything I needed except for one thing. I forgot what it was, and I just happened to ask because I looked around, I don't see him. I said, "You guys ever have the 2021? It's called the 2021 to differentiate it from the it's a current model. Differentiate it from the 78 or 79 Bronco that Traxxas had. Has been around for a while. But anyway, this one's got all the bells and whistles on it. So I've been in there thinking we're going to have a change of plans here, because all the other stuff I needed to put that brushless motor in, because I need a programmer, because I think I have to reverse the rotation of the motor, and you got to have this little LED programmer. And a smudge on it, probably from me handling it. But anyway, that came in, some extra batteries, a whole bunch of stuff I needed. That is an actual tire and wheel that's bolted to the back. How about that? And the lighting kit, dude, that thing is messed up. And you can even program it so that when you turn signals come on. You can set flashers to go off. You can you have high and low beams up front. Turn signal. It is the coolest thing ever. They've got a winch kit for it that literally mounts in this spot, and it's a functioning winch, and it comes with a little remote, so you can do it just like you are with your truck. How you you use your remote and stand off so you don't get tangled up and stuff. But anyway, this one has tinted windows, and yes, I did pick a blue one again, because all you see is what they call orange, which looks distinctly yellow, and red. That was the two colors that were available when they released it at first. And then now this blue, a gray, and a white, and a black are out now. But the one I see the least people reviewing is the blue. And it's just something about that blue just stands out to me. And it's got these quick release body clips. It is the coolest thing ever. So you don't take clips off like that anymore. You got to get one on each corner. You just push. If you guys are looking at these things, you've seen probably like me 1,000,001 videos about these things. So it's got these clips. There's one on each corner. And they pop down Careful with that body. They pop down into these holes. I tried to get the fender wells for this, but they didn't have them. The guy that was looking them up, she goes, well, I chose 2 different ones. I said, yeah. One is what they call the narrow fender wells, and then these. And that's the ones that have these holes. Which, if you have this set up, you can put this body on that truck. But I just want the regular fender wells in there. I'm not going to mess with anything else on that one. But there's the servo for the rear diff lock and unlock, and for the front lock and unlock. And this is the servo that switches the 2-speed transmission from a low granny gear to a haul butt gear. So looking at converting this truck so that it has all this stuff on there, because you got to get the radio and everything, it is a crazy amount of money. You literally, for about the price of buying this truck, to convert that one into all the stuff that this comes with. Because you gotta, the receiver has to be changed, the radio has to be changed, everything has to be changed over. So what I said, the first one I said, is going to be I decided to make a big change here. So I'm going to put that brushless motor in this, the higher powered servo in this, and something else, I don't remember what. I got the Bluetooth dongle for the radio. You can put Bluetooth in this one. Same with the Traxxas that Ryan got me. And you just use an app on your phone. You can adjust all the parameters, like endpoints for how far it turns. There's no way to adjust that one. So if you put a high-powered servo on this thing and you overturn it and you don't have the endpoints on your steering set, it can bind. I mean, these servos can be so powerful, it can actually break components up there over time. I mean, if you're around Traxxas, you'll know this plastic is very rubbery and pliable. They don't come apart real easy. But man, is that thing cool. I'll show you the underside of it. It looks the same under here. This one's got a skid plate that one doesn't. Other than that, it's basically running on a TRX4 body. I think the wheelbase exactly the same on these two. No, actually, that one's ever. Here, let me line the back wheel up. Look at that. It's ever so slightly longer. How about that? I did not know that. Of course, I didn't look at all the technical specs. But all these, rock rails, all that stuff's the same. But this is so different. It'd be nice if you put the skid plate on this one. I'm sure there's aftermarket stuff for it. I planted my D-ring thing in the mud the other day. So I told Kelly, I said, should we just sell this thing or what? And she goes, no. She goes, that's going to be my rock crawler. I said, well, why don't you make this one yours? She goes, no, you like that body and all that stuff. So it's going to turn into a family thing. I think literally she's driven this thing more than I have, which is kind of funny. Too busy doing other things and she's out playing with it. She loves that thing. So anyway, we got the wheels all clean once and she took it out here and just never got around to cleaning them. Very cool stuff. Anyway, I'm going to spend, other than a goodbye, I'm going to spend the rest of the night modding this thing out. The brushless motor and that light kit, that looks like that's quite a chore. That could take a while to get that in there. But we'll see. I mean, that kit, I open that thing, I'm like, holy moly. It'll be fun though. Yep. At some point, we're going to have some he and she rock crawling videos going on. Now that it's after 10 o'clock out here, Turn signals. Backup lights. How cool is that? Is that cool or what? It's crazy how bright the lights are. Ooh, she's definitely in crawler mode. Cool stuff. Whoops. It's hard to do this thing one-handed. That's pretty cool. That's way cool. Well, hello there, YouTube. It is like 5 minutes till midnight. It was 11 o'clock when I was out there driving around the CRV out there. I never turned that patio light on there, so the light was all yellow. It's some old bulbs that take a while to warm up and get bright. But I think they're old fluorescent ones. I don't know how they lived as long as they have. They did, but that was fun. It's a long time since I've just sat there and full-on tinkered with RC cars.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, that was so fun. You know, Kelly's going, God, reminds me of the old days.
Yeah.
You dig it. Of course, I took over a little crafting area there.
It's all right.
Made a total mess and took forever to clean up. Tools everywhere, and it was a lot of fun. Good times, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Love those things. Gonna have so much fun. Kelly's coming up with ideas how to build our own little course of some sort.
Yeah.
It's just, heck, we can do it out there in the field. It's not like a horse is gonna come along and step on it no more.
Mm-hmm.
That old Tough, he ain't around. He would go out there and
he would
steal parts off of it.
Yes, he would. Oh, he'd love to grab stuff.
Yeah, that horse sure loved to hang around with me and just mess with me. Go out there fixing the fence and
take the tools
out. Get back here. What the heck? He's like he's going.
I know it. He was a good horse.
Yeah.
He
was a good boy.
Yes, he was.
Well, Mama.
Yes,
I think on that. Listen. Nothing.
It's quiet.
Absolutely nothing. I think I hear a train in the distance. You know what's weird is like halfway between here and the trains is the freeway, but we never hear the freeway, but you hear the it must echo off the mountain, the power line mountains just right.
Must.
Anyway, on that we're gonna roll.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, at this point, we might be talking to you today.
Yes.
For tomorrow's vlog. All right. Well, thanks for hanging around. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.